Well, welcome to the channel Future Millionaires. I'm Mike the Investor, and if this is your first time here, I always say Future Millionaires, and the reason being is because I truly believe that crypto is the cheat code to make that happen. Now today we're going to be diving into some of the latest things that's happened this year for the Nervos network. Now it's been about 2 months since I did the first video on Nervos, where we talked about the basics, as in what is the Nervos network, what is CKB, the native currency, and also what is the use case of the Nervos network, and also what are they trying to accomplish. So if you need a refresher, definitely check out that video right here. Now in this Nervos video, we're going to cover 4 pieces of information. We're going to dive into the Force Bridge that allows the interoperability with the Binance Smart Chain. We're going to touch on the Ardana partnership that allows interoperability with Cardano. We're going to dive into their partnership expanding their NFT ecosystem with the partnership with Pastel, helping it be more secure and scam free when it comes to NFTs. And then also they launched their first, layer 2 NFT project called 𝗕𝗅𝗏, which is more of like a gamification NFT platform. And the last thing we would touch on is Nervos being sponsored going to the ETH Denver event, which is the largest event in the world for Ethereum, where developers, where different projects come together, where they're going to be working on Web 3.0 developments. And so we're going to briefly touch on that as well. Now, I do have timestamps in the description below if you are looking for a specific section in this video. Now, before we actually dive into it, I want to take a brief second to talk to you about one of the partners on the channel. And if you are a US citizen like myself, we really only have a few ways to save on capital gain taxes. That is, if we give up our US citizenship, if we move to a country like Puerto Rico, or if we open up a crypto IRA. And that is where 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 comes into play. Now they offer traditional and Roth IRAs depending on what works better for you, and we can use this 24/7, 365. Now one thing I think is very important is who they use for their cold storage protection, which is Coinbase Custody and Fireblocks. So when it comes to what cryptocurrency 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 offers, you can see pretty much the big names in the space today. There are over 20 plus cryptocurrencies that we can buy and sell and save on those capital gain taxes. So if you'd like to check out 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 and it's your first time using the platform, you will also get $100 free in Bitcoin when using the link in the description below. There's no promo code you have to use. Just click the 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 link in the description. But now let's go ahead and switch to the first segment in this video, which will be the Force Bridge on Nervos network. Let's check it out. So we are on the Nervos, news blog section itself, and you can see the date here, January 13th. Nervos expands to the Binance Smart Chain with Force Bridge, further growing its DeFi ecosystem. Now, as part of the continued expansion of the Nervos network, we are excited to announce that we will be bridging to Binance Smart Chain with the use of the Force Bridge. And for those of you that may just need a refresher on what the actual Force Bridge is, let's talk about it right here. Now, the Force Bridge is a trustless cross-chain bridge that allows for seamless transactions between Nervos ecosystem and other public chains, and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the first Ethereum virtual machine compatible layer 2 blockchain on the network. Nervos Layer 1 provides security, scalability, allowing support for future layers and making it easier to build EVM-compatible cross-chain bridges such as Nervos and the Binance Smart Chain from the Nervos network to other chains. Now, I know I just said a mouthful there, so let me take a brief breather. And so the second part here about the power of the Force Bridge, it is the deployment of the Force Bridge is unlike other bridges, which requires token wrapping to move assets across. Now, along the Nervos and Binance bridge, there will be seamless token transfers across the network with Binance Coin BNB and Binance USD BUSD being supported for asset transfers and cross-chain swaps at the start, with support for more BET20 tokens in the future. And so you can see why this is so big. And this is just the stats that happened after the first week of the 𝗓𝗓𝗏 launch. Now, of course, these stats I'm sure is a lot higher compared to where it was after the first week. The first stat here would be the 𝗬𝗢𝗚 swap total value lock, which is 30 million. Now, 𝗬𝗢𝗚 was the first DEX on Nervos network. You can see move over from the Binance Smart Chain, 10 million. Unique users 613, and they had 37,000 new visitors so far. And so that is some of the basic information regarding the new 𝗓𝗓𝗏 that allows pure interoperability with Nervos as well as Binance Smart Chain assets. But now let's dive into the Ardana partnership, which allows interoperability with Cardano and Nervos. Let's check it out. Now the headline says Ardana to utilize Nervos Network's cross-chain bridge. Let's figure out what's going on with this partnership. And so the first section here talks about the Nervos 𝗓𝗓𝗏 is a cross-chain solution that will connect the Nervos and Cardano ecosystem, which will provide Cardano users with cross-chain liquidity. In addition, there will be liquidity provision in the Nervos ecosystem for Ardana, which is Ardana's native token. Now, if we move down to the second section here, it says this will benefit the Cardano ecosystem and facilitate interoperability with other blockchains. Now, it goes on to say that the Nervos native token, the CKB byte, also known as CKB, will also become one of the first cross-chain assets to collateralize stablecoins on the Ardana platform. Now, the last section I want to talk about with this partnership here is going to be what to expect from this partnership. And so this partnership will make it possible for Ardana to utilize the 𝗓𝗓𝗏 to port over liquidity and for CKB to be used as collateral for Ardana's stable coin. Now, linking the two ecosystems will allow for asset transfers between Cardano and Nervos and assist project integration on both blockchains. And it goes on to say right here is that users can look forward to transferring assets from Cardano to Nervos without affecting the asset value. The transfers between the two blockchains will be highly efficient and cost effective. Token transfers between Nervos and Cardano compatible chains will be available, and cross-chain smart contract capabilities will also be available. So there we have the partnership with Ardana and Nervos, which adds that interoperability for Cardano, which if you've been following Nervos for any point in time, we know that this was in the pipeline and on the roadmap. So I think this is definitely huge news to see these things unfolding. But now let's kind of dive into some of the NFT side, which Nervos have done starting this year in 2022. Let's check it out. Now, this piece of news is coming from Investor Place, which is a very credible source. Now, the headline says that Nervos Network CKB represents a smart bet on scam-free NFTs, and you can see the day here, January 11th of this year. Now, let's go ahead and look at the details of this. Nervos Network teams up with Pastel. Now, in a new development, two networks are joining forces to help investors feel more secure about their NFT investments. And so it goes on to say that the two networks describe the partnership as a testament to need for reliability, security, and verifiability in the NFT space, which is made possible by Pastel's unique solutions. Here we have Nervos will incorporate Pastel's Sense and Cascade protocols into its ecosystem. Now, Sense helps verify the authenticity of an NFT, comparing it to all other digital assets on the entire internet through its duplicate detection program. Now, it does get a little bit more technical here, but I'm gonna move down to the second protocol, which is Cascade, works to combat NFT disappearance and rug pulls. That is huge, so I can't wait to see more on this. So by integrating Sense and Cascade, Nervos will be able to offer security and reliability to developers, users working with NFTs in our ecosystem, which now takes us to the new project that was launched on Nervos Network Layer 2 using 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗘 called Project 𝗕𝗏𝗡. The immersive NFT collection is coming to Nervos ecosystem. Now, as we move down just a little bit, let's talk about what this project is. As one of the first collections on the Nervos platform, Project 𝗕𝗏𝗡 will benefit from Nervos' multi-layer ecosystem with Ethereum 𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗏 and our EVM compatible layer 𝗕𝗢𝗚𝗡𝗘, making it simple to port from Ethereum. Now, this segment goes on to say that one of the unique features of the project 𝗕𝗏 is an on-chain digital treasure hunt, the Hunt for the Unity. This game is facilitated by the project native token 𝗧𝗢𝗠𝗡, which is generated just by holding an NFT. 𝗧𝗢𝗠𝗡 can be used to purchase clues, submit answers, and also personalize the NFTs. The Nervos platform allows project 𝗕𝗏 and NFT owners to efficiently transfer 𝗧𝗢𝗠𝗡 across the network, and this will enhance the overall gaming experience and also allow owners to immerse themselves in the lore of the project. And so that is the latest news for this year based off of Nervos network, NFT expansion. They had the partnership with Pastel, which helps with more security when it comes to NFTs, and then they just launched their second marketplace, which is called 𝗕𝗏, and their first NFT marketplace was called Collect. And so now let's briefly look at the ETH Denver, which will be Nervos will be sponsored and will be going to, which I definitely think it is huge for the project because it allows them to network with other projects and other developers. Let's check it out. So here we have it coming from Nervos themselves. Nervos is heading to ETH Denver, came out February 10th. The date is the 11th through the 20th, so it is still going on as we speak. But here are the details for this. The first part, it talks about the Nervos network will be at ETH Denver, which is the largest and longest running Ethereum event in the world this February. Now, the Web 3.0 Build-a-thon is aimed at furthering growth for Ethereum and other blockchain protocols, and we are excited to showcase what Nervos can do. Now, it goes on to say that their goal in Denver is to connect with developers and industry leaders who are looking to grow and expand the potential of blockchain into Web 3.0. Now, we want to show attendees the potential Nervos has and share our multi-chain strategy while highlighting tools like the Force Bridge as well as 𝗕𝗢𝗚𝗡𝗘. Now, the last section here, Nervos talks about who they want to meet. So we want to meet developers looking to build layer 2 applications and need a network that offers them scalability, speed, and interoperability. They also say they want to meet startups wanting to incubate their projects, and then they say they want to meet anyone else who is interested in the next generation of blockchains and burgeoning DeFi ecosystem. And burgeoning pretty much just means growing or expanding. And so those are the four main pieces I wanted to cover that's happened just this year for Nervos, which is the Force Bridge, the Ardana partnership, the Pastel partnership, which allows more security for NFTs, and then we just took a look at them getting more exposure to the largest ETH event in the world called ETH Denver, which is pretty big. And so my final thoughts on Nervos, as I mentioned in the first video I did, I am a holder of CKB. I am a long-term holder in this project because I think it is a gem. I think it has a lot of potential, what it's trying to do, the backing it has as well, some of the biggest backers in the digital space such as Polychain and Sequoia, which I think is huge. And so when you think about all of that, I think Nervos definitely has a promising future if they can continue to deliver, which I believe they will. So if you stuck with me this far, I want to say thanks for watching, and if you gained some value, most importantly, definitely smash the like button. But that is all I got for you. I will see you guys on the next one.